Gentlemen, welcome. Good to have you here. Congratulations on your nominations. I look forward to supporting you. Judge Lee, particularly, thank you for your service to ENR at the Department of Justice. When I was U.S. Attorney, we did some very good work with ENR, and so I'm grateful to you for that particular part of your service. I would like to ask you both about juries. As judges, you handle juries right now. You see to their care and feeding figuratively and literally. And I think you also have a perspective on the importance of juries in our system of justice. I have a belief, I guess, that the founders saw juries as more than just the fact-finding appendage of a judge, but actually saw them as a part of our American system of governance. It was part of the casus belli of the Revolution when the king went after American juries, and when the Constitution at first did not include protection of civil juries, there was an explosion, well documented, that resulted in the Seventh Amendment. And we have Blackstone, who was a very potent authority to lawyers of that era, describing the importance of juries as the place where you can go to get a fair shake, and where the power of the powerful and more powerful and wealthy citizens could be reduced so that everybody could get a fair shake. And they do that through a lot of ways, like every jury's a new jury. You can't go find out who the jurors are to put the fix in or let them know that you're their friend. And if you try to tamper with the jury, it's a crime. And so to me, the jury has a very important role in our system of government. And what I have seen is a Supreme Court on behalf of corporate special interests that is working very hard to take away Americans' access to juries, including preposterous mandatory arbitration contracts that they love to uphold and never talk about the Seventh Amendment when they do. So this is a frustration for me. I wanted to get your thoughts from your experience on how valuable juries have been in your courtroom and whether you see them also as an important part of our American constitutional system of governance and not just as fact finders in your courtroom. So Judge Lee first, and then Judge Mendoza.
Thank you, Senator Whitehouse. I believe that juries are one of the bedrocks of the judiciary and our constitutional system. When I impanel juries, I tell them that it's a unique opportunity for everyday citizens to be directly involved in the administration of justice in our society.
That was Blackstone's other point.
And I believe that they all, in my experience, really take their service to heart.
Judge Mendoza?
Thank you, Senator. And I want to begin on that point, that when you talk to the jurors after their service, they beam about the experience that they participate in this so important civic duty that they have. And they talk about that to their friends, and they talk about that to their families after they leave. And it's such an important process in our court.
For what it's worth, I had the same experience talking with grand juries as U.S. Attorney and Attorney General. At the end of the day, they really felt that they had given important and valuable service. I would just ask you to remember that as you go forward. As you know, there are colleagues of yours right now who are writing articles about the destruction of the civil jury and how to revive it and what they're doing in their courtrooms to make sure that it remains a viable and vibrant institution. And jury trials have collapsed dramatically in the federal system. And the Supreme Court, in addition to allowing companies ways to stay out of getting in front of juries, has also made it harder for cases to get in front of juries. It seems like there's a very powerful focus on degrading the American institution of the jury by certain judges on this particular Supreme Court. And to me, it's for the obvious reason that those wealthy and powerful citizens who have to be annoyingly equal before a jury when they're used to lording it over legislatures and have special access to governors and executive branches, don't like the jury very much. And they've got judges who are trying to degrade the jury so they don't have to face that predicament of being treated equally. So please do whatever you can to make sure that your view of the importance of the jury in our American system of government is protected as you make decisions on the circuit courts of appeal, and I wish you well.